Yeah, man, let's do this.
Hey guys, this is Austin from One Gamer's Opinion, and this is my review of Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS5. Half spin-off, half sequel to Spider-Man 2018, Miles Morales is one of the major PlayStation Studio launch titles for the PlayStation 5, alongside Demon's Souls and Sackboy: A Big Adventure, and Miles Morales delivers on the promises of PlayStation 5. The super fast SSD is one of the major selling points of Sony and Microsoft's next generation console games. And Miles Morales is a showcase for this. It just takes seconds to load into the game from the UI, and fast travel is almost instantaneous. I think just seeing the change for yourself compared to older games where it can take over a minute to get into the game, I think it's super impressive. The minimal load times result in almost no downtime while you're playing, which I think is this game's biggest strength. It only took me 12 hours to get a 100% save file, but I couldn't put it down during those 12 hours. I was just loving playing it, and I think it was really a breath of fresh air for AAA game development. A big reason why I think the game feels so jam-packed and has just action from beginning to end is because Insomniac showed a lot of restraint in this game. This game easily could have been a 20 to 30 hour game full of filler and little side quests that you don't really care about, but the team at Insomniac did a great job of showing restraint. Miles Morales is fun from beginning to end. The short runtime is really like I said, a breath of fresh air for like the AAA game space, because a lot of games are 30, 40, 50, 60 hours minimum to complete, and sometimes having the shorter game where you complete it in a couple sittings can actually just be really nice. Insomniac listened to a lot of the critiques of Spider-Man 2018 as well, and they made the changes from the game's most heavily criticized parts. The non-Spider-Man stealthing missions are taken out. We're playing as Miles the whole time. We never get to switch off of him. They reworked the way the crimes work, so that way you only need to complete one of each type. You're not having to swing around to wait for a crime to appear for full completion. And I think it has the perfect amount of gadgets, skills, suits, and collectibles. If they had any less, it would feel like maybe the game's a little too short. There's not enough going on outside the main story. And if they had many more, it would almost make it feel like a chore. Like, I gotta go get these, or they're a little more redundant that way. So I think they had a great mix there. I also think they had a great mix of gameplay style. So there's, the stealth missions, there's the big open action combat missions, there's the amazing set pieces where they really show off the graphics. And I think this game does a great job of getting a good amount of each, so that way you don't feel like it's too much one way. You're getting a good mix of gameplay throughout the game. Miles Morales takes all of the mechanics of the original and makes them special for Miles. Swinging still has that great feel that the original does, but the animations have been tweaked to add Miles' flair, while also showing a little bit of clumsiness since he's still new to this. The attention to detail, I think, is really spectacular. The same goes for the combat. It's that great Arkham-inspired combat from the original, but the additions of special venom attacks and camouflage allow you to approach combat differently, especially because the venom attacks allow it to be more of an AoE-based attack system versus just single attacks. And so all these little changes from the original, it's still that core gameplay, but it's just tweaked a little bit to make it feel a little different and a little chill for Miles. Just like the gameplay, the story of this game is perfectly tailored to Miles. The bite-sized story goes into a lot of major themes, actually. It tackles ideas of home, family, grief, and identity. And I think it does a great job of being a classic Spider-Man story, where it's not just something that's going against the superhero, it's the superhero's personal life as well. So it's a story where we get to see these themes and ideas tackled as Miles the person, and as Miles as Spider-Man. I think the story, though, is the one place where this game falls a little flat and takes a little bit of a step back from Spider-Man 2018. I believe the story is very good, but the second half feels slightly rushed, and there's a major event at the end, that Miles is trying to save the day for. And it's weird because it easily just could have been prevented if Miles could actually just talk and not dance around this very important point, making that little end crisis at the end feel a little artificial for me. This is the one point where the length of the game, I feel like, holds it back a little bit. Is just the end just feels a little too rushed. Overall, Spider-Man Miles Morales is a great launch title for the PS5. I would give Spider-Man Miles Morales an 8 out of 10. The game is a nice change of pace from other AAAs, but it's just a steady flow of really good, maybe being great some of the time, but it never reaches the heights of other PlayStation exclusives or other great games, really, I feel like, of this year. But this is just one gamer's opinion of Spider-Man Miles Morales. I want to know what you guys think, so hit me up in the comments below, or hit me up on Twitter at @1gamersopinion. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to hear more reviews and discussions and rankings about video games, then go ahead and subscribe. I got a video coming out on if you should play Astro's Prelude soon, and I think I'll have some Game of the Year videos coming up in early December. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.